Today's Namaste Yoga is about seeing the divine within, or the mother-in-law story. Hello and welcome to episode 145 of Namaste Yoga. We're continuing the Shiva stories, and today we are telling the Shiva story about seeing the divine within, or the mother-in-law story. This is like one of my favorite stories. I can't wait to tell you about it. But first, I'm excited to tell you that the long sleeve bamboo tees are here from squeeze.ca. So Donna's excited for me to tell you that too, because apparently when I told you all that the bamboo sleeves were, the long sleeves were coming, everybody stopped ordering from her. She's like, what happened? So look, here's a new long sleeve t-shirt, so you can order from her again at squeeze.ca. So this is the brand new design, the dancing Ganesh design, and it's so cute. I just love it. It's so much fun, this design. It's a purple dancing Ganesh design. There are 3 other brand new long sleeve bamboo t-shirts, and I just did a blog post on it, which I think went up today. Is that right, Tim? Maybe go up today or tomorrow. This week anyway. So if you go to my website at melissawest.com, you can see on my blog, just click on the blog link and you'll see all the other ones. There's a lotus design or a brick red. There's a charcoal one that's really gorgeous. The charcoal is gorgeous with the Tibetan Om. There's I'm drawing a blank right now. Anyway, there's 3 other t-shirts. One more. It's Tibetan Om. There's one more anyway. Go to the blog post. You'll see the one other one. That's really bugging me. Or go to squeeze.ca. You'll see the one other long sleeve bamboo tee. I just had it on yesterday too. Can't remember right now. Brick. Not coming to me. Anyway, go check out the blog post. Go to squeeze.ca. See it. There is a very limited supply of them. So Donna showed me the little cupboard where they're sitting. So if you're interested in them, you'll want to get your orders in right away to make sure you get one. Okay. So that's that. Oh, here it is. The other one. Yes, the other one is the eggplant with a flying heart design. And I wore that one for the brand new series that we're putting up today on the membership site for the 5 bhavas, which are the 5 ways that we can cultivate loving in our life. So that's going up on the membership site today. And if you're not a member already, you might want to sign up just in time for the new content for October. It's $79.95 for the year, or $8.95 for the month. And also we'll be dropping in the Yoga for Digestion video, which is one of my absolute favorite videos. So with the 5 bhavas, there are in fact 5 classes going up on the site. There's one for each bhava. And on the membership site over the last couple of months, the members have really enjoyed shorter classes, and one for each day of the week. So we did a chakra series, 5 20-minute classes, one for each day of the week, and then we did a kosha series, 5 20-minute classes, one for each day of the week. And so this month they wanted a bhavas series, so there are 5 bhavas, so we did 5 classes that are about 20 to 30 minutes long, one for each day of the week. So they're getting 5 brand new classes. They should be up by tomorrow, in addition to 1 full hour class on digestion as of tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. Let me see, I have a testimonial I wanted to share with you that I got from YouTube last week that really touched my heart. He says, "Hi Melissa, I'm George. I'm a recovering addict and I've been clean for 2 years. I found yoga in a relaxation course that I've done about a year ago and I was instantly in love. I live in Bristol, UK, and yoga classes are a bit expensive. So I thank you for your amazing yoga teachings. It brings me a lot of inner peace and divine connection, which is so important to my recovery. Namaste." So thank you for leaving your comments on YouTube and iTunes. If you're not sure how to do that, we have instructions on how to do that at thankyoumelissa.com. And thank you for making us Canada's most popular 1-hour online yoga show. Yes, I think that is all. Oh, one more thing. Just wanted to also remind you about the 40-day sadhanas that I can design for you. Those are personalized practices that I can create for you. You sign up for them on my website. There are 3 different levels of them. You can find all about them on melissawest.com. And these are really super special because they're super particular for you. And what I do is I tune into your chakras, find out which ones are out of balance or blocked, and then I create a practice specifically for you. I also have you fill out a questionnaire to find out what's going on in your life. And from there, I design a practice that's super, super specialized for you. So these have been going really, really well, and people have been enjoying them. So I would love to make one for you as well. Okay, let's get on to this story, which is so good. I can't wait to tell it to you. Let's go ahead and rest back. And take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your mouth as a way to center and ground yourself here. So the day that Shiva and Parvati were to be married finally arrived. And all the gods came to Mount Kailash to accompany Shiva on the procession to Parvati's family home. And as the procession arrived at the family home, Menaka, Parvati's mother, rushed out saying, "Let me see Shiva! Let me see the son-in-law that my daughter Parvati worked so hard performing tapas to obtain. Shiva as her husband. He must be so handsome." The first person that Menaka saw was Vishvavasu, the king of Gandharvas. Vishvavasu was very handsome, and at first sight, Menaka thought he was Shiva. But when she was told that he was only a singer who entertained Shiva, she thought that Shiva would be even more handsome. Next, she saw Kubera, the god of wealth, and she thought that this must be Shiva. He was even more attractive than the first man. Then came Varuna, the god of the oceans, a fair-complexioned man, and Menaka thought that he was even more attractive than Kubera. But this was not Menaka's son-in-law either. Nor was her son-in-law to be the great god Yama, the lord of death, who was even more handsome than Varuna. Of course, the handsome gods Indra, the leader of the gods and the god of war and thunderstorms, Surya, the god of the sun, Chandra, the god of the moon, all passed by, but Narada told them they were not Shiva, but simply Shiva's assistants. Menaka's joy knew no bounds. If they were simply Shiva's assistants, imagine how amazing the Shiva was going to be. Finally, Shiva arrived, and Narada pointed him out to Menaka. At the sight of Shiva, Menaka fainted. Shiva was surrounded by ghosts. Their complexions were dark, and they made scary noises. Shiva himself rode on a bull. He had 3 eyes, 5 faces, 10 arms, and his face was smeared with ashes, while a moon adorned his forehead. He was dressed in a tiger's skin, and a garland of skulls hung around his neck. No wonder Menaka fainted. When she recovered, she began to argue. "No way is my daughter going to marry this man," she said. Even Vishnu could not pacify Menaka. Finally, Narada asked Shiva to display himself in his beautiful form, and Shiva obliged. This form is usually only exhibited to those who are faithful to Shiva. Everyone was charmed by this beautiful form, even Menaka. His body shone like 1,000 suns, and a crown sparkled on his head. His clothes glittered, and the luster of his jewels put the stars to shame. Menaka begged for his forgiveness for her foolishness, and the wedding went on. So what does this story teach us? How many times do we judge a book by its cover, instead of seeing the divine that exists within each and every person? Sometimes we do have to look deeper, just like Menaka did, but it does exist. So today we will reflect on this story, what it was like for Menaka to meet Shiva for the first time, and what it's like for us to meet some people for the first time and every day, and to seek to see the divine within them. So go ahead and form your intention for this class. And we'll stay resting back to practice Ujjayi breath here before we get moving, in honor of Varuna, the god of the ocean, who was part of Shiva's procession on the way to Parvati's home. So the way to do Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath, is to take a breath in through your nose and to exhale with this soft ha as though you're fogging up a mirror. And as you do that, feel the shape of the back of your throat. And then you'll simply close your mouth, keeping the shape of your throat the same. And feeling your breath slide along the back of your throat as you inhale and exhale, making that ocean sound, Ujjayi breath here. Okay, so start to wiggle and stretch out. That breath is so lovely. It just really lengthens out and smooths out your breath. I'm going to come on to all fours for cat pose here to begin. So on all fours, take your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, spread your fingers nice and wide, and exhale and round up through your back. And then inhale and arch through your back. And exhale, round up through your back. And inhale and arch through your back. And then because Shiva was wearing the tiger's skin in today's story, we'll do tiger pose. So the way that works is you reach your same arm and your same leg as you breathe in through your mouth. And then you squat down. Inhale, reach same arm and same leg. And squat down. Lift up through your pelvic floor, draw your navel back towards your spine, support your low back. Breathe in. And one more each side. And then we'll rest back into child's pose, stretch out your low back. And inhale, back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. And walk your feet forward to your hands. And come up to standing. Okay. So from standing, because in the procession there was Surya, the god of the sun, and Chandra, the god of the moon, I'm going to do sun salutation with a half moon side bend in it. Okay, so you're going to stand at the top of your mat. And we'll just start our sun salutations with a side bend. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, hip hinge forward. And you can bend your knees for this hip hinge. And then inhale, step your right foot back. And left foot goes back. You're going to lower your elbows down. Exhale as you lower your elbows down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your right foot in. Exhale, walk your left foot in. Inhale, flat back to come up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, flat back to come down. Option to bend your knees. Inhale, step your left foot back. Right foot steps back. Exhale, option to lower your knees, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, flat back to come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, flat back to come down. Inhale, right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, flat back to come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, flat back to come down. Inhale, left foot back. Right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, flat back to come up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll do one more each side. I didn't take my allergies pills this morning, I can tell. Okay, here we go. These pants stay up if you don't wear a mic pack on them. I promise you. They stay put. Okay, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale and exhale, side bend. Inhale. Exhale, flat back hinge. Inhale, right foot back. And left foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot in. Exhale, left foot in. Inhale, flat back up. Exhale, hamster. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, flat back hinge. Inhale, left foot back. Right foot back. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot in. Exhale, right foot in. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Hands to your head. Take a deep breath in. And exhale it out. Okay. Great. So that's the procession. You've got your sun and your moon god. So now we're going to do a version of Shiva. Well, we're going to pretend we're Shiva now. This is really Goddess Victory Squat, but the way Shiva gets described in this story with his 5 heads and his 10 arms and the ashes on his face and the skulls around his neck and the tiger skin, we're going to use the Goddess Victory Squat for this today. So take your feet wide, and then you're going to turn your toes out, and you're going to squat down. You imagine you have 5 heads and 10 arms, and pretend you're Shiva with your ashes on your face and all the skulls around you. Scaring Manaka, poor Manaka, thinking, who is this man my daughter's marrying? Pull your knees back, tuck your tailbone under. Lift up through your pelvic floor, draw your navel back to your spine, ears back over your shoulders. Okay, and then release the scary Shiva from your body. So what happens when Manaka sees Shiva covered with ashes and the tiger skin and the skulls? Well, she faints. So we better get her chair pose, something to sit down in. So we're going to do chair pose. So bring your arms straight out in front of you, and you're going to sit straight back. Just turn this way. Sit straight back over your heels, tuck your tailbone under, draw your shoulders back. And then slowly come up to standing. And stand at the top of your mat. Okay, so Manaka sits down after she faints. And she comes to life. And so Shiva helps her stretch to see his beautiful side, his beautiful nature. So we're going to do side angle pose so you could stretch to see everybody's divine nature. And I hope you can hear the divine beauty of beautiful Lake Ontario here today, the waves crashing on the shore in front of me. This is, maybe Tim's going to show you what I'm looking at as I'm practicing today. Just beautiful here. How lucky am I? Okay, we're standing at the top of our mats. You're going to take a generous step back with your right foot. Your right foot turned on an angle. Turn your hips to the long edge of your mat. Take your left elbow to the top of your left knee. Bring your right arm all the way over. Side angle pose, stretching to see the divine in everyone. Because Manaka had to stretch a little bit to see the good in her son-in-law. Some of us can relate to this story, I'm sure. Just a little. Or a lot. But here's Shiva, right? He's one of the 3 main gods. Part of the Trimurti. And he's not good enough for Parvati as far as her mother's concerned. And isn't that always the truth? Okay. We're going to release this and turn both your toes to face front, and we'll just swivel this pose over to the other side. So turn your right toes out, your left toes in. Sink down through your right sit bone, right elbow to right knee. Take your left arm around in front and stretch to see the divine on the left side. And go ahead and release this pose from your body. We're going to go ahead and sit down on your mat. Your legs straight out in front of you. Here would be really great if you had a cushion or folded up blanket today. Lift and spread your sit bones behind you. That's okay, I'll make do. I'm going to show a modified version of this pose. I've been a bad yogi lately, not practicing yoga as much as I should be. My body's feeling tight. Okay, so we're going to do Paschimottanasana today, one of my favorite unfavorite poses. So you can bend your knees for this one. And hold on to the outside edges of your feet. And let your chest rest on your upper legs. And if your legs can lengthen out easily, then go ahead and let them do so. If not, you can stay here with me. Sink down through your sit bones, let your spine lengthen. And then slowly come back up. And we'll finish with a mudra. So Kubera was one of the people in the procession, the god of wealth. And we'll do the mudra for Kubera, the god of wealth. So the mudra for Kubera is thumb, first and second finger together. So this mudra is supposed to be really good when you're working towards manifesting a goal. So if you have something you're working towards in your life, you could bring that to mind now. Okay, so you could finish your practice here, or you can go ahead and rest back in Savasana. Lie down on your back with your palms up beside you. And if your low back is tender at all, you can always bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, or put a bolster under your knees. So as you rest back in Savasana, I have a poem by Donna Falls called Daffodils, and it relates to our theme of seeing the divine within. And as always, take from it what resonates with you, and you could just leave the rest behind. Daffodils by Donna Falls. A 100 daffodils lift their faces to the sun, never noticing their own golden light. 100 daffodils lift their faces to the sun, never noticing their own golden light. Gradually allow your breath to deepen. Wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees. Roll to your right side. And make your way up to sitting. So thank you for joining us for episode 145 of Namaste Yoga. Just realized during Savasana, we've had quite a week here of internet kind of, there's no other way to put this than internet hell. It's just been, we've been in the internet dark ages trying to get our internet working to upload videos for you. And as I was sitting here, I realized, wow, it's the last week of September, which means it's our birthday. We've been making videos for you for 3 years now, so it's our 3rd birthday. Namaste Yoga's 3rd birthday. So that's pretty cool. For 3 years we've been giving you free videos every week. So happy 3rd birthday to us. Namaste.